Despite it being January, I am speaking about ice a lot more than what I usually do, but this time I'm not talking about the cold weather, I'm talking about immigration, customs and enforcement, because I brought you a story the other day which I think went out on political newscasts and also on Motoring Chronicle as well, depending on where you looked at it, where you actually viewed it, where there were some riots, demonstration I think is more accurate word, to be honest with you, over in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which has become the epicenter really of drama and stories and some tragedies. Let's not get away from that fact either when it comes to ICE and the public. Now, the first part of the clip that I shared the other day, and I'll probably put it on the screen for you guys now, why not, was basically where a woman was dragged out of a car by ICE agents. Now, we don't know what happened before this. It did kind of seem as though she was probably trying to block the road, trying to stop ICE going somewhere. She was trying to interfere with a kind of ICE operation. Again, we don't know what exactly this operation was for, whether it was successful or anything like that. But basically, she was in the car. She got dragged out of the car because she wouldn't move. She was claiming she was disabled. I thought at the time she said as well that she was pregnant, but I think I misheard her actually upon reflection. But she definitely said multiple times, "I'm disabled." Whether she is or not, don't know still, but she was dragged out all the same. An ICE agent then went into the car and presumably drove it away and got it out of the way. Now, there's been a lot of different opinions on this on both sides of the political divide. Some people saying this is classic thuggery from ICE, yet another example of them doing something they shouldn't be. Well, some people are saying, well, you know, she was kind of interfering with law enforcement. Would you go doing that to a police officer, a fireman, a ambulance worker? Would you do that in that and expect to get away with it? No, I don't think you would. And obviously this person didn't either. Now, though, she's been speaking out. And what she's been saying, yeah, it's going to ruffle some feathers for sure. Let's have a look. The US citizen who was dragged from her car by federal agents in Minneapolis told Newsweek on Thursday that the past few days have been, quote, traumatizing and overwhelming, end quote. Aliya Rahman was seen on video being pulled from her vehicle by agents after the Department of Homeland Security alleged that she impeded them in their work. In the footage, she can be heard screaming that she was trying to get to a doctor's appointment. Rahman said the following to Newsweek, quote, "These last few days have been traumatizing and overwhelming. First and foremost, I feel lucky to be alive. What I thought would be a routine trip to my appointment at the Traumatic Brain Injury Center turned into an assault by federal agents," end quote. After federal agents descended on the Twin Cities in large numbers, tensions grew between them and locals. Of course, last week we had the tragic killing of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE agent in Minneapolis, while a Venezuelan man was recently shot by a federal agent in the city on Wednesday evening. I've covered both of those stories extensively. Check out the videos if you haven't already, of course. Agents have also been criticized for aggressive tactics in dealing with protesters, but DHS said that it is the protesters who are being violent towards the agents. I mean, 6-1, half a dozen the other. From the protests we saw, and I'll probably put the video of that on the screen for you guys to look at now. From what I could see in this incident anyway, that which quickly followed the previous one, it did seem as though the protesters were just trying to get in the way. They weren't being violent. The ICE agents, I should say, were just pushing them out of the way, which, I mean, it was like they were punching them and aggressively pushing them. They were just pushing them out of the way, and yeah, they were sliding and falling down, but it was cold, it was icy, you know, the ice again, you know, it'd been actual ice this time, so wouldn't take a lot to push these people over, I don't think, especially by a trained federal agent. You know, you don't really go messing with them for a reason. Rahman also continued her interview as well, saying, quote, "Masked agents dragged me from my car and bound me like I was an animal, even after I told them I was disabled. This happened just 2 blocks from where Renee Good was murdered, so I am very aware that this confrontation could have ended differently for me," end quote. And surprisingly, Rahman is considering suing ICE, so we'll see what happens there. She allegedly repeatedly asked for a doctor while she was in ICE custody, only being taken to the hospital once she lost consciousness. Rahman explained, quote, "I want to thank the medical staff at the Hennepin County Medical Center Emergency Department for taking care of me. They gave me hope when I thought I was going to die. I may have more to say in the coming days, but for now I am relieved to be safe and ask for privacy as I heal from my injuries and navigate how to move forward from this traumatic experience," end quote. So yeah, I mean, if what she says is true, if she did lose consciousness, if she was asking repeatedly for a doctor and was denied this request, if she is actually disabled, I mean, I don't think she's physically disabled going off of this. It does seem as though she's got some kind of brain injury. from the past, going the fact, she was going to a medical department for a traumatic brain experience thing. What was it now? That was it, the Traumatic Brain Injury Center she went to. So going off of that, she may well have been doing that. But why was she parked where she was? I mean, she was like perpendicular to the road. Like, I don't understand what was going on there, to be honest. But yeah, but two wrongs don't make a right. If the ICE agents really did treat her like that, and it was that bad in reality, that's not good. I mean, yeah, removing her from the car like that, I get it, right? She was in the way. She wasn't responding to requests. I understand why they did what they did, but we don't know what happened after that. And if what she says is true, then that's not great for ICE, I'll be honest. And it does kind of go along with a lot of their actions recently, particularly, of course, in Minnesota, Minneapolis. Like I said, this is the epicenter. This is ground zero very much when it comes to all the controversies that are going on right now. And there are a lot of them. But get your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Do you think she'll be successful in her lawsuit if she does intend to do that? Again, ICE agents just kind of seem invincible, really, when it comes to this. And again, that is a controversy in itself. But yeah, see you soon, guys. Have a good day wherever you're on the world today.